most noblest profession out there. Look at what you do for humanity. Every structure that's standing out there is only standing because one of us was involved in doing that. You know, it's just absolutely an amazing profession from that standpoint. And I think every person out there should have a structural engineering degree, because it teaches you how to think. It teaches you, given a set of conditions A and a set of conditions B, how to arrive to B, starting at A in a step-by-step logical fashion. That is what you guys are taught. And you can apply that to anything. You're in the business of saving lives. You know, a doctor saves one life and becomes a hero. Your technology saves lives every time the wind blows. If your technology is not used in certain areas and an earthquake comes, tens of thousands of people die. Where your technology is used, like Seattle, 7.2 earthquake comes, one person dies. That too from a heart attack. That our profession develops computer models in the memory of a computer and shakes them with earthquakes. And we are able to find out which portions of the structure are actually going to break. And we can go ahead and fix it before it's even built. There is so much development in computing power, to the extent where they're talking about infinite computer power, where you would really just do everything real time. All nonlinear analysis would just be done instantaneously. You modify an element and instantaneously the results are right there. You run a cursor through a time history and you see the whole time history displacement pattern and animation instantaneously. That's where things are headed. I personally think that everybody should have a structural engineering education. Everybody out there. And then once you've had that, you can then go do anything you want and you will be successful at it. And we are the masters of technology. I mean, technology is the future, but I think one of the things that we totally miss out on is the artistic aspect of life. You know, we have a right brain and a left brain. When we're out here, we're all completely involved in developing our left brain, you know, our logical brain. The right brain is the brain which is your artistic side. When you're developing your logical brain, you're essentially doing the same thing. You go into the same classroom, you are taught by the same professor. If you've been in Catholic school the way I went, you even wear the same clothes. Yeah? So you end up kind of robotic, because so when you leave, the only thing that makes you different is your artistic side, which is your right brain. The artistic side allows you to put your own color of your own personality to everything that you do. It's the thing that really makes you different. It is the thing that is gonna always keep us ahead of robots. The whole concept of art and technology, you know, why do you think Apple, where's my thing? Why do you think Apple is the most incredible computer company? Because everything they produce is a piece of art married to incredible technology. When you put your life on the crossroads of art and technology, your life explodes. Look at this jacket. Seriously. You know the computer wiring that is in this thing? I mean, it's got a wide variety of settings which allows different patterns and all that kind of stuff. It's amazing, you know. The woman that makes this jacket, she makes jackets for Britney Spears, Katy Perry, Michael Jackson. Every structural engineer needs to have a jacket like this. I tell you why. I mean, you don't laugh, because if you have a jacket like this, first of all, you can get up here and say anything you want. Because nobody's listening, they're focused on the jacket. And then, if you have a jacket like this, you're going to get invited everywhere. Can you come to my party? Make sure you bring the jacket. It's art. It's art and technology, totally combined. It's about creating an image. What is it? And I think it's all associated with the artistic stuff. Whenever we release everything, we make sure that our ads look beautiful. I've got a full-time graphic artist that's an amazing artist, that makes sure that our website looks good, it makes sure that our graphics on our products look good. But what happens, you steal all this different stuff from different sources, and then with your artistic bent, you put your own color onto it, and it becomes part of your own personality, which makes that conglomerate unique and very exciting, because you've got the best of thousands of people integrated into one. The only reason people come back to you is how they feel about themselves when they're in your presence. That is the only solitary reason. And it's not rocket science, it's basic human need. One of the basic human needs, right up there with the need for food and clothing, is the need to be appreciated. And it even is way above money. They say that once your basic bills have been paid and you have enough money to do the things that you like to do, beyond that, giving me a big bonus is not going to make me happy. Tell me that I do good work. Tell me that I'm important to humanity. It's the chain of having a passion and a purpose. That is what makes your life happy, and that, I think, is what brings you success in the long run. So, and in this day and age, if you're like that, if people feel incredible about themselves when they're in your presence, you will have no problem making friends. You are the future of our profession. Students that I talked to 30 years ago are now presidents of companies. They were my friends then, and they are our friends now. And it's amazing that when you have friends, how magical your life becomes. Why are not structural engineers heroes in movies? You don't see them. Because we're too boring? Does this look boring? Because it's just our image. I think we don't get any education in public relations and marketing, public speaking. I think we all are superstars in one way or the other, And I don't know how many of you have taken acting classes, which we as structural engineers don't do, but I think it should be a mandatory thing, because what they say is that they teach this in acting class, is that in order to be a star, you have to believe that you are one. And if you believe and behave like a superstar, people will make you a superstar. In a democracy where expressing yourself is how the system works, if people have a fear of speaking, it completely disables the whole system, I think. Especially, I don't know how many of you have spoken at a funeral. I have on an occasion, but they say that that's the worst thing. People would rather be the person in the box than the person on the podium, that's what they say. When you're born with the basic talent to cry and to sing. Somehow we lose the talent to sing, but we hold on to the talent of crying. This thing about longevity, there's so much research being done on DNA, stem cell splicing, which will take away all of these crazy diseases that people are getting these days that they don't know what they are. Because the DNA is just a code. It's software that they just have to know how to modify to get your diseases away, to make you live to 150 years, a nice, healthy life. The people that are my age, old guys, they are sitting on $50 trillion in pension plans and investments right now. And they're old. And they're sick. And they're sick of it. Don't you think that if you came to them and said, okay, come to my office, I'm going to modify your DNA and make you 50 years younger, and I'm going to get rid of all of your diseases, they will turn over one of those trillion to you just like that. Driverless cars are around the corner. They are totally around the corner. Your kids are never going to need a driver's license. You know, well, they will for being carded. You're going to have a personal robot sitting in your pocket. You know, like, you know how it is, you meet somebody and, oh my God, I met you, but I forgot your name. You'll be prompted, hey, the sucker's name this, and he works there, and you met him so-and-so. And they ask you a question, and you, instead of looking stupid, the robot will say, this is the answer. This thing, all the things that this thing has right now, like, for instance, a video camera, a video player, telephone, encyclopedia, GPS. If we had to buy that, and that was during my lifetime, in 1982, all this stuff kind of really exploded in the late 70s, early 80s. If we had to buy it at the time when those things were actually created, they would cost us $970,000. And 45% of the American jobs in 10 years are going to be replaced by robots. Now that's bad news, but it's not, because there will be better jobs to do. You know, every job that gets replaced, you know, technology is going to create a job that you don't even know what it is right now. The whole concept of solar power, I mean, the whole work that Musk is doing, I think it's just absolutely incredible. You will, if the sun can power the universe, set forest fires and do all that, why can't it drive my car while the sun is out? Why can't it do that? It can. We just have to get the technology into place. 3D printing. I mean, these are things that you people, 3D printing. You need a toothbrush? You're not going to go to the store. In the bathroom, you're going to press a button, and in 3 minutes, a toothbrush is going to get manufactured for you, right in front of your eyes. Airbnb, you ever use that? The biggest hotel company in the world doesn't own a single hotel room worth $24 billion. What the hell is going on? This is technology. And then this whole concept of not making money. I mean, why is making money a sin? It used to be in the structural engineer's bylaws that you are not in this business to make money. You are in business to serve humanity, which is great. But I think you can serve humanity better if you have a little money in your pocket. I personally think it does, because I have been poor, and I've been, you know, reasonably, you know, flush with money. And I think being reasonably flush is better than being poor, you know. So it's not how much money you have that matters, it's what you do with the money. You can make people happy, and what makes people happy is not, they like you and they come back to you, not because you're president of CSI or you've got the most wonderful hat. They don't do nothing like that. There's only one solitary reason why anybody will come back to you. And that one solitary reason is how they feel about themselves when they are in your presence. Every person needs to know structural engineering because it makes them logical. But every person needs to know about arts for the reason I've already mentioned. But the other thing, human psychology. I mean, it's just very, very important, not just to make people like you like that, but to understand the psychology of jerks. Why are we so pissed and mad every time we run into a jerk? Amazing to have jerks in the world. Let me tell you why. It's for the same reason why it's amazing to have stupid people, stupid students in your class. It makes it easier for you to get an A. They pull down the curve for you. So next time you run into a jerk, you bless them. I hope you have more children that are like you. Seriously, I mean, something to think about. You are never upset. I look at a jerk and I say, huh, thank you. Basic rule of the company is no matter what happens, you are never to be nasty. And believe me, we get some nasty phone calls when Perform is not converging. Seriously. They have a deadline, you know, and the boss is breathing down their neck. But you don't be nasty, and it's amazing when you're not nasty how it changes their tone, you know. So I really believe that everybody is capable of doing everything that they want. Anything. Just how badly do you want it becomes the question, you know. And to have a passion to do something where nothing really matters you're involved in doing something, even at your job, that you love it so much that you would do it for free. And when you do something like that, where you have so much passion that you're willing to do it for free, you end up doing one incredible job. I mean, I do the job because it's fun, and that's the reason I will do it for another 40 years. If I have to make a choice between intellect and being super sharp and having passion, I would choose passion. I'm envious. I want to live for another 50 years, and I will. I'm going to see you guys in retirement, don't you worry. I've been doing this stuff for 40 years. I plan to do it for another 40. I really do. And congratulations, you have the most incredible profession ahead of you, and your life is just starting. And good, congratulations.